I'm David Halpin, speaking to you from Haytor on the edge of Dartmoor. First of all, I'd like to thank Monty and his team for showing the beauty and love of the gardens in these isles, for showing the wonderful diversity of the natural world, and also for, in fact, sharing our common humanity. What you never mention, Monty, though, is backache and all the things that flow from it. I'm a retired orthopedic and trauma surgeon, and I've seen a lot of back trouble and dealt with it, sometimes having to operate to relieve things like sciatica. So I thought I'd speak about three things, first of all, which might help people, just suggestions, which might help them avoid being laid up for a week or two with bad backache or even sciatica, or something even worse, spinal stenosis, where the nerve roots are being throttled. The first thing is a raised bed. This is a raised bed. In fact, it's made with slabs of larch, which survive very well when they're up in the air, and normally they'd be chipped in the sawmills. So this is, in fact, there's first of all sweet chestnut stakes for the supports, the slabs of larch. Inside is a roofing membrane which lets the air in and keeps the moisture in. And what I did was we made the structure, we cast the soil from each side onto rubble underneath, and lots of garden compost is mixed in. And now Sue, my wife, who has quite bad back trouble, can in fact work on this bed and weed it and put the seeds in and enjoy it at a counter height. Here's an example of what we can grow. These have survived the white rot, which is in the ground here, I'm afraid. These were seedlings of Elsa Craig, put in, I suppose, about 5 months ago. These are survivors. Up the top there's some parsnips, and in between there's some spring onions, which are coming on, and some Michaelmas daisies in pots, which are surviving the rabbits by being up there. Now, so that's the raised bed. This is another thing I learnt from a wonderful mentor, Freddie Durbin, who was an excellent orthopedic surgeon and a good mind. He told me about the Devon spade when I was training. And this, in fact, is seen, in fact, throughout the world. It's good for dealing with stone. But if you have a good tilt, all you need to do is to turn over the soil. You're not lifting it. Remember Newton's laws, and your back is being saved in the process. So that's the second suggestion. Properly raised bed, the Devon spade, and over here is a compost heap, which in fact is simple. Again, it is sweet chestnut stakes, and these are softwood in fact, with rabbit wire around. This allows the oxygen, the air to get in, and the moisture to, of course, fall on it and help the rotting process. I don't have to turn it over, I let it rot right down, and then in about a year I will put it into trenches in the autumn and therefore enrich the soil even more. And you can see how rich the soil is from using garden compost and all the autumn leaves. This we've had to we put this compound around quite quickly to keep the rabbits away. We have a rabbit problem, although now in fact got the hemorrhagic disease, and you can see that the vegetables thrive in soil which is fed with garden compost, the key being humus. So that's the three things: the raised bed, the Devon spade, and the simple compost heap with rabbit wire around it, rather than the rather expensive softwood clamps, which is often shown, in fact, on Monty's program. Another thing I'd like to say, a few things I'd add quickly, just simple things. I used to see lots of ladies with pain in the L5 root distribution down the side of the leg, down to the shin here. And all they needed to be advised was to stop sitting in low squashy chairs and to choose a chair of knee height and with some reasonable back support, not to sit too long either. other things to keep the weight ideal, avoid obesity, and keep the muscle tone good, and this helps your back as well. And finally, of all the things which help back pain and the other things which flow from it, say sciatica, disc protrusions and what have you, the thing which helps the most is a firm bed, and that's the key. So if you've got a squashy mattress and you've got back trouble, put a board under the mattress above the base of the bed, and that usually helps most people. So there's some simple suggestions from a retired orthopedic and trauma surgeon to help prevent back pain from gardening. Come into the number 2 garden, the wild garden. We leave the grass, the grasshoppers and the butterflies and the other insects until August when we cut the grass, and we leave bits of the wild inches in. What I've done here is to put in shrubs of interest. This is in fact a lovely buddleia called Dartmoor, which is sold by Hill House Nursery at Staverton. Good nursery, and you see it's multi-headed. It's found in a quarry, I think in West Dartmoor, West Devon, and it attracts the butterflies, of course, as does the buddleia behind the camera. Anyway, if you move on round with the camera, you'll see the wild bits and the wildlife pond with the lilies yet to open.